Alright YouTube, today we're going to be reassembling the Glock 27 frame, which will be the same for all Glock models. First thing we're going to do is reinsert the magazine release by taking the magazine release spring, inserting it through the bottom of the mag well, and finding the channel, taking a pair of pliers or a blunt object, and then pushing down with your thumb still guiding it into its hole. Take our magazine release and start it into the frame. Take a pick and pull the spring to the rear while trying to push the magazine release through the frame. And this is probably the most difficult thing to install. Then push the spring back into the groove in the magazine release. That part is now under spring tension. Take your trigger housing, insert your connector, into its hole. And this one's just a little bit tight because this is an aftermarket housing with a trigger stop. Take our trigger return spring, put this in its hole, we can find it. Take our trigger bar, connect it to the spring, reinsert it to the Glock frame. Next we'll take our pair of pliers and slide release spring, place it into its hole. Take your Glock tool, make sure it's seated. Take our extended slide release, making sure that the groove portion is facing to the rear of the weapon and up. Insert it to the right side of the frame. Depress the spring. Move it over. That's now on spring tension. Take your locking block. Insert that. Your locking block pin goes in from the right to left. That's the top hole. Making sure that the pin's slightly below flush on either side. Take your slide stop or slide release, insert it to the left portion of the trigger and underneath the locking block pin. Take your trigger pin and again insert it from the right side of the frame to the left. Lift up on your magazine or your slide release, depress it until you can feel it lock into place. And your trigger housing pin will go in last. And that is the complete reassembly of the Glock frame. Thanks for watching, and remember, an armed society is a polite society.